You're road tripping with Todd Sawatzky Appraisals. Welcome to part 6 of this in-depth guided tour of Hockey Hall of Fame's Resource Centre. In part 5, we got to see the preservation of hockey photo negatives, including some original glass ones that are nearly 100 years old. Truly incredible. In part 6, we're going to dive a little bit deeper and moving on to moving picture film, like film reels. Okay, so now we're into the moving picture items.
Yes.
So I see, well, no shortage of canisters. I can't even harbor a guess in terms of how many are here. So what kind of sizes of film do you have, and from how long ago?
So we have a variety of little collections, but our biggest collection is one you see here. Al Stewart, who used to work at Maple Leaf Gardens, was a guy that would take the programs into the board of directors room when Conn Smythe was around and others. And there came a point where he told me, unfortunately he's passed, but he said they found out that, hey, we need someone to make a feature on the history of skates and hockey sticks or something.
Yeah.
He goes, I can do that. He'd never done it before. That's what he told me. So, however, it became such that a lot of the features in this, like this sort of is from 1970 to 1980.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit beyond, a little bit prior, but so these are all, this is the original source film that he would have used to, and as you can see, there's a reference number that he knows, but there's no book that goes with it. So we still have to catalog this.
We still have to find out what it all is. Yeah.
Correct. This has not been digitized, but this would be, he would be doing features on Team X, Player Y, or other Subject Z. And so that's why, and he was doing them for Hockey Night in Canada. So hence the HNIC. But he's also, if you've watched any of the 1972 Summit Series documentaries, he and his colleagues, they were the ones who shot all the film footage that you would see in any of those documentaries. And there was a recent one that came out during the 50th anniversary. And so they, the group digitized a lot of that film. Well, that film is from Al's collection. So we have about 1,000 cans. Some of them are a larger pancake of film. Most of them are smaller. And so, needless to say, much like a lot of our film, photographic film, pardon me, this moving picture film needs to be digitized. So right now we have one man in the United States who's kindly donating money to help us to do that, but we ultimately need to get a bigger fund and then carve off interest every year to make sure we can do this many or this many so that it never goes away. But that's, that's an end goal that I would like to see happen before I retire here.
Fair enough.
But
I understand why, because, I mean, I'm just looking at just the sheer number of cans that you have here, and one can only imagine what's all on it. So
correct. Yeah. And so, we've been very fortunate. Al Stewart, Bob McEwen, Rob McCaskill have been our major donors of either original film, videotape, and there are others. Maybe it's a single reel that came from somebody, or a smaller collection of videotapes from a former television producer. And so, but it all adds up and allows us to preserve it. And if we have it, again, we can share it. But our goal too is, it's fine for, on behalf of the hall, for me to take in a collection. Likewise, same with the, game worn sweaters and milestone pucks and whatnot. But we want to be able to make this accessible to everyone. And, whether that's licensed media or a licensed media production like the Summit Series, the recent one that aired on CBC. Our Legends of Hockey series that aired on TSN.
Which is fantastic series.
So Derek Murray, Chad Hardhog, and our president Jeff Denemy, main components there. But so, some of the assets here help with that. And the bottom, we want to preserve it. We want to preserve it forever. but we want to share it with people. And as simple as that sounds, that's why we're here.
Fantastic. Thank you. It was truly wonderful to see how all that old moving picture film is being stored and preserved for future generations. Yes, there's still work to be done in terms of digitizing it so it can be shared with everyone, but it's in good hands. If you are interested in taking a look at some of the wonderful photographs and possible videos that the Hockey Hall of Fame has to offer, do not hesitate to go to imagesonice.net. In part 7, we're going to be talking about hockey cards, the very same vessel that got me into sports memorabilia to begin with. So please stay tuned for that. If you have any suggestions for any future road tripping videos, or any of my other video series, such as Treasures from the Vault, Hobby Heroes, or Appraisal Definitions, I would love to hear from you. Please feel free to add your comments below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. If you would like to get an appraisal done for yourself, please email me or contact me via any of my social media platforms. Until next time.